What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter here with our first ever full circulated penny box hunt. This box is not local to me. This is a box trade that I did with jinX Brothers, who is down in Florida. So I sent him 2 boxes of pennies. He sent me 2 boxes of pennies. We're each doing 1 box just on our own, and I think we're going to figure out some kind of Georgia versus Florida penny box battle. We're still sort of communicating and figuring out the details of how we're going to do that. But today, I wanted to get through this box, learn a little bit more about pennies. I know a little bit, but not a lot, so I figured this would be a great learning exercise for me. And I will share what I learn along the way and bring you guys in as I find things that have some value in them. So with that, let's get into this box. So the first thing I want to do is let you know that I've been doing a little bit of research, and the 2 main resources that I really have 3. So I've got some printouts that I'm using to look for key dates. Of course, we were looking for wheat cents that are 1909 to somewhere in the 1950s, I think. I've got a list here with me. So we're looking for wheat pennies. We're looking for errors and varieties like we always do. And we're looking for copper. So 1982 is the year they switched over from copper to more zinc. So you have to weigh them, and a 1982 penny that weighs about 3.1 grams is a copper penny. So we're going to pull all the copper out of this box. And for those of you that don't know, a copper penny is actually worth about 2.3 cents. So if you get done with this hunt, have a big old jug full of copper pennies, you've actually got quite a bit of value there in copper. So we're also going to be looking at that. So there's a great resource online called coinapps.com that you can look up the melt value of pennies based on the pound, based on the dollar amount, and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll put a link for that in the description down below. It's a cool resource, and I'll be looking at that as well. The other thing I'm going to be using is PCGS and PCGS photo grade if I find anything that looks really, really good in here to determine kind of what state the coin is in. So with that, let me get these pushed back. I'll dig into these rolls, and hopefully I can bring you in with some pretty cool finds. We have a lot of copper in here, so I'm sure I will. So we are on roll number, I believe it's 8, and we have our first wheat cent of the box. I haven't seen the date yet. We're in decent condition, not great. It is a 1941. So we're on roll 10. It's not a great find. It's actually our first foreign of the box. It is a 1 cent Canadian. Looks like it's a 1997. Still on roll 10, and we have our second find of the box. It's our second wheatie. I haven't looked at the date yet, so let's see it together. 1952D. So I believe this is roll 18. I didn't bring you guys in. I did find one 2009 formative years. It is not one of the DDRs. But I wanted to bring you in because I did find my next wheat penny. I thought for sure I would be finding wheat pennies at a faster clip. So far, this is my 3rd one. It is a 1957D. So we're on roll 23. I don't know if these would technically be finds, but I thought I'd bring you in. I did find in the same roll a 1959D and a very red looking, or maybe it's super brown. I don't know how you distinguish between the two. 1959P, which is the very first year of the Lincoln cent. Or the non-wheatie, I guess I should say. The Lincoln Memorial cent. It's the first year of that one. So anyway, I did get both of those in the same roll, which I thought was kind of interesting. So if I were making a book, that'd be a pretty cool find. Other than that, the copper keeps flowing. I have had a couple of stunning looking copper cents. So I'm going to keep all these aside because, again, I may one day do a book, and knowing where the really pretty ones are will be very helpful. So let me get back to these rolls. So we're on roll 27. The copper is still coming, but we did find our 4th wheat penny. It's not in great shape. It actually is pretty beat up here, as you can see from this side. But it is a 19, what is it? Looks like it's a 51. Let me zoom here real quick. It is really, really banged up. Yeah, it's a 1951. We'll put it up here as a find. So we have 12 rolls left, and we've been just plugging away through these rolls. I wanted to bring you in. We finally found another wheat penny. It's a 1936. It's the oldest one we found so far. It's an okay shape. We'll put it up here as a find. We have, along the way, found a couple more 2009s. No more foreigns, but I have a huge cup of copper in here. It actually errors out my scale. I'm gonna have to get a bigger scale to find out how much it weighs at the end of the video, but we're just plugging away. We are on roll 40 and we have another wheat penny. I haven't looked at this one yet. Check it out together. 1945. So that puts us up to 6 wheat pennies on the box. Hopefully we'll find a few more in here, and then we got 10 rolls to go. Same roll, another wheat penny. This time we have a 1947. We're up to 7 on the hunt. So we are getting down here towards the end of the box. On roll 46, we did come across another wheat penny. So this will make it number 8 on the box, which I don't know is good or bad. Like I said, this is my first box ever. That looks like a 41. Let me put it under the scope here. Yep, it is a 41, and I think I already have a 41 up there. I'll have to go through these dates again at the end because I've not really kept them in any kind of order, but these are all of our wheat pennies up there. So let's keep on hunting and we'll get to the wrap up. So we got through the box. We ended up with 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 wheat pennies. None are in great condition, but that's okay. They're pretty old. We did get a smattering of dates. We had a 36. We had a couple of 41s. Trying to remember, we had a 45. We had a 47. This one was a 51. I think this was a 52D. And we had a 57D. We did have 4 of the 2009 Lincoln, like formative years. We had one with him on the Capitol. I think that was his young professional life. Yeah, I think we did 3 of the formative years ones. None of them had the DDRs. We did end up with 1 foreign. Honestly, I thought I was going to get a lot more Canadian pennies than we did get, but we just had the 1 Canadian penny. We had 3 first year 1959 Lincoln Memorial pennies. I just pulled those aside because they were the first year that they did it. And then I have 2 rows of copper pennies that are all in great shape. I mean, these just, they look amazing for the age on them. They are copper. If I were doing a book, these would definitely be the ones that would go in the book based on the copper coins that I had. And I did end up with about half of a solo cup full of copper. So for fun, if we want to see, you know, just what was all the copper worth, I guess it would help if I turned on my scale first. So let's just put all of it on there real quick. See if I can actually get it all bundled up again here. I'm going to struggle with this. We'll get some of it on here to give you an idea of the magnitude. This won't be all of it. That's most of it. But we are up to, you know, we're going to be between 44 and 45 ounces of copper if I were to get it all up there. I checked on Coin Apps. That's nearly $10 worth of copper. So all in all, not a bad haul. I didn't really know what to expect out of this box. Honestly, I'm a little spoiled because most of the pennies I've searched, they've been, you know, it's been loaded rolls of wheat pennies. So I just think they're more common than they are. But you let me know down in the comments below. Is this pretty common for a penny box or no? I did look through all the various forms of varieties and errors that I could find from looking at various mats on the internet. jinX Brothers shared a mat that he uses, you know, a listing of errors and varieties that he hunts, and I didn't find any of those. So for me, really, the big pull out of this box was the wheat pennies and then all that copper. I did have a lot of fun doing it, and I look forward to doing the next box sort of as a battle against jinX. So anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and click that bell and select all so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And if you like penny videos, know I've got at least 1 more box that I'm going to do, and we should be doing it here pretty soon. So anyway, that wraps this up. Thanks for watching to the end. Take care. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.